Hi, welcome to Andrea's Kitchen. Today we're going to be making some beef meatballs. I have a pound of lean ground beef, and these meatballs are going to have rice in them. This is one of my easy little dinners. I have a couple cups of rice left over from the week. And I also make this dish a lot of times when it's warm outside because it's got meat and rice and a little bit of gravy and a salad, and it is delicious and it's fast and easy. So we're gonna get started. I got my meat in here. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put fresh garlic in. It is 3 cloves, and I'm just gonna mix it all around. I mince my garlic very well because I want no crunch. I kind of feel about the garlic like I do about onions. No crunch, not in my world. I also want to let you know I put all the seasonings on a plate. I have a tablespoon of parsley, a tablespoon of onion powder. I have a teaspoon of cumin and a teaspoon of celery salt. And I have a half a teaspoon of thyme. So I'm not going to add any salt to this because Parmesan, I have a 1/4 cup of Parmesan. I feel the celery salt and the Parmesan will salt everything for me enough. And if not, we can salt when the plate gets to your table, and you can salt it yourself. So basically I'm just going to put all my seasonings in and just mix them around like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to crack my egg. I have 1 large egg. I'm going to go ahead and put my Parmesan cheese in. And then I'm going to go ahead and grind just a little bit of pepper. It's as much as you want, but for me, you want to do at least a half a teaspoon. But do as much as you want. Not everybody likes their stuff as peppery as my family does. Like I said, we really love pepper versus even salt. I may do more on the individual meatballs after I'm done, but I just want to make sure. So now what I'm going to do is go ahead and get my hand in here, start mixing all the seasonings and the egg together. Then as soon as I do that, then what I'll do is go ahead and put my, I'm not sure if I'm going to use the whole 2 cups. Usually I use about 1.5 cups because I don't have very much hamburger here, like I said, but it'll feed us perfectly fine. A lot of times I will do these for a lunch dish too. We'll take a meatball with a little bit of gravy on it and a salad for lunch, and it'll be good. But we love meatballs as a family, generally. Okay, so I have everything mixed nice. Now I'm going to go ahead and take the rice, and I'm going to start mixing around and see what my rice and hamburger ratio looks like. It doesn't matter. There's enough beef in here for me to use 2 cups of rice. There's way enough beef. And it'll just make it a little bit more heartier the more rice you use. I don't really want to overmix, but I am going to use pretty much all of it. Like I said, we'll just mix it, and then we're going to form our balls. And then we'll go ahead and put them in the oven for about 30-35 minutes. Like I said, I don't like my meatballs overdone. I'd rather them have a teeny bit of pink in the middle. So we are ready for the meatball action here. So basically what I'm going to do is just pick it up, and I'm just going to, should have 6 meatballs. You know, I usually mix them, just make them all really nice and round right now. But I learned if I wait, just grab a big amount out, then actually I'll be right on the money. I won't have to go back and make one bigger or one smaller. This one's a little bit big, I can tell already. But it makes it nice and easy, and then what I'll do is just go back and form them a little bit better. That's a little bit small. That guy's a little bit big. There we go. So I think the ratio is pretty good. The reason I do this is I want them to cook even. So if I have one that's bigger, it will not be as cooked. Which would be fine with me, because then guess what? That will be mine. If I could, I would eat my hamburger raw, but you're not supposed to. I'm bad at that. It's so funny. Chicken, I will freak out if there is any red. But a hamburger, a meatball, a steak, there can be as much red, and I won't have a problem with it. But boy, I see one little speck on a chicken and I'm freaking out. That is the funniest thing in the world. Oh my goodness. So, this is really easy to do. Don't want to leave out any morsels here. Morsels are good. Bits are good. Bits are flavor. So we've got 6. We're going to go ahead, pick up my mess here, wash my hands. Okay, we are good to go. So we are going to go ahead. The oven's been heating for about 30 minutes. We're going to go ahead and put them in 350 for about 30 to 35 minutes. And we'll be back. Hi, welcome back. Our meatballs are done. They took 30 minutes. I'll go ahead and put that all in the description with the ingredients. They look fantastic. This is what they look like. I just pull them off like that. There's a little residual cheese and it's just delicious. Oh, I don't need to pick them all up. I'm only going to put one on my plate. But that's what you do. Just pull them off. And like I said, that cheese and that fat, it'll come right up. We use such a lean meat that we don't have very much fat. And anything that is on the bottom of the tinfoil that's sticking, like this is cheese. This is delicious. So we want that goodness because our meat is so lean. But look, it came out beautiful. I'm going to go ahead and open it up for you just to take a look inside. Just came out absolutely wonderful. 30 minutes, it was done. What an easy, delicious, delicious dish. I also prepared, me and my family, we like to do like the wedge of salad. We like bell peppers, we love radishes. Then we'll go ahead and put a little bit of shaved egg on there, and that's how we'll eat it. We'll just put it on our plate with our meat. And any dressing we choose, we'll go with it. But I just want to put a little bit of pork gravy over it. The reason I use pork is I tell you guys that I actually pre-make a lot of meats. So if you pre-make your meat, then you'll have gravy drippings, which is good. So you can make your own fresh gravy. Either that, or you can go to the store and buy whatever kind of gravy you like. The reason I also like to use pork is because it's a little bit lighter than a beef gravy. And like I said, really the reason I do it is because I make a lot of pork versus even beef. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try this. So a little bit of pork gravy and my meatball mixture. It's super good. There's enough meat. First off, I get the meat with the seasoning. And then second of all, I get the rice. And actually, I used probably about a tablespoon or a teaspoon more of rice. It actually is perfect, like I said. Don't use more than 2 cups, in my opinion. But you could actually use the full 2 cups. It looks beautiful, tastes wonderful. If you like the content, please like and subscribe. Enjoy your easy meal, and thank you for coming in and cooking with me.